Live, from beautiful downtown Bastrop. It is time for the stage select. Starring Julian Titus and Justin Ham.
What could this possibly be? Seems a lot like a podcast. Wonder what specifically. Talking about video games. With your hosts, you're in good hands. Not more of the same. Now we'll jump right in. So expect the unexpected and more. Now we'll get grooving. There we go, 'cause when we walk through the door, there just might be some treasure in this chest. Having fun with our special guest. Time for stage select.
And here are your hosts, Julian Titus and Justin Ham.
Oh,
Still
right.
sucks.
Right. Welcome, one and all, to the Stage Select. I'm Julian Titus.
And I'm Justin Ham. It's hard to find a magnetic drill bit for a screwdriver drill bit for your drill. I was looking today, and then I started to realize that I still have no idea what the fuck I'm looking for when it comes to tools. That's fun. It's a fun feeling. You're just like, I don't really know. Like, I
Yeah.
think I like I'm like, and then I'm gonna have to go to a store and ask a man, and that's just humiliating because I don't look like a man that should be asking those questions. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what I look like. I went to the hardware place here because I needed to get weed whacker string. I have no idea how to rewind or put string back into the weed whacker, so I have to learn how to do that at some point soon, probably tomorrow. But while I was there, an elderly woman asked me to help her find the right weed whacker string for her thing. And I was like, "Oh, ma'am, you are not asking the right person for this, but I think I know what you need." And so I figured it out with her, and they seemed pleased. That's the thing that happened to me.
So
Anyway, yeah.
it's a hard show for me to revisit, knowing what a shitty person the show creator has
Mhm.
proven himself to be since.
Sure.
But there's an episode of the IT Crowd that I always go back to, which is the one where they hang out with some proper men
Oh, yeah.
that are into football and stuff like
Right,
that,
yeah.
and they try to basically they try to pretend that they're proper men. Like Moss has this little computer program that allows him, like, it teaches him how to, it doesn't teach him, it basically it translates into football speak for him to like regurgitate stuff,
Yeah.
and they end up getting in with like these proper blokes, right?
Yeah.
And I always think of that. It's like, I'm not a proper man.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I wouldn't
It's
know
tough.
the first thing.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm getting. Like I when I bought stuff for the shelves, I figured that stuff out on my own. I was like, I'm pretty sure this stuff will work. And if it doesn't,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to bring it back in shame. What am I, nuts? So, but then I did it and it worked. And I was like, yeah, no, I knew it was going to work. I just need to have more confidence in myself. And then things like this come up and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I need to buy here. I need, it doesn't look like the thing that I already have. All I want, because I have a screwdriver bit for it, it's just not magnetic. So it's a pain in the ass when you're trying to drill anything vertical. Because the screw just goes bloop, and you're like, fuck this sucks. It's not fun, man. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else I've been up to. Not really much. Just thinking about drill bits a lot.
Like you do.
Yeah, like one does, really.
Yeah. Just
I-
sitting here thinking about drill bits.
I'm one man away from collecting all the men on the Coke bottles. So
There
that's
you go.
good.
The window's closing.
Yeah, it's real tough. I'm looking for a confused Mexican man, and he's real hard to find. He is real
I
hard
don't think
to
I can in
find.
good consciousness put that as the title, but just know that I want to.
Yeah. Out of context, it's great. In context, it's so fun. It's funny because there's a trick I learned from doing this to where you can tilt the Coke bottle just enough to kind of get
Sure.
a good view of the silhouette. Just a little bit. You can't see the whole thing at that point while it's still closed. And also you look like an insane person if anybody watches you do it. So you have
Right.
to you have to pick your battles with it, right? And bottles with it. Either one. But and also you have to like constantly wipe the condensation off of the bottom of the thing or else you can't see through it. It's a real pain in the ass. But I every time I've used this trick to try to find this guy, where I'm just like, okay, I'll look at it like 3, and then I gotta that's it. That's all I can do. And then I gotta make a decision. And I found one I was like, okay, because they have a black jersey on, and their hands are like this. They're on the top of their head. He just looks upset, and I love it. But I found the black jersey a few times, but it's the other Mexican team player. I'm like, damn, this isn't working. So I just need to find this confused guy. He's a confused Mexican man who plays soccer. It's tough, man. There's only one left.
I also imagine that, like, at this point, you would recognize, oh, that's the one that I don't have, right? Because you've seen the other ones.
I know exactly what this guy looks like. Yeah, he's the only one that has the pose with like his hands on his head. So if you out there have that guy, you're in possession of some prized property right there. I can't find this guy. I think I've got duplicates of every other guy. Well, no, except for the one that I was missing, but I got him this week. He was a Colombian man. I got him. We're almost there, man. We almost got 12 out of 12. We've almost collected them all, Julian. I don't know what I'm going to do with them after that, but
stick them on your car.
Well, you see, I don't know, because then they might come off.
No, they will. You don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. You gotta just stick them somewhere safe.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any place like that.
I had got these really cute HoloLive stickers from this Etsy shop. They were like really cute. And because the one that I wanted was the one of Hakos Bale saying Jadon my soul, because I have a Kia Soul. Okay. And that was funny to me.
That is good.
And so I had 3 stickers on the car, and the Jadon my soul one is the one that came off, and I was like, man.
Yeah.
And then I went to go order some more from the same creator, including another copy of Jadon my soul, and then that was right when the tariffs hit, and like I never got it.
Yeah. There's a market out there for good bumper stickers, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And decals, like, anytime that I go to like a convention or a collector's type show, like I'm always on the hunt for some good decal, like especially for this car. Like this car doesn't really have anything on it yet, so my last Kia Soul had like a lot on there. Like I had put most recently a Black Mage and a Monokuma sticker on there.
Okay, we have a lot of stickers in this house, but we don't have like bumper stickers. Like we can't. Also, I don't think Kim would like me to put a bumper sticker on the car, which I understand. But yeah, no, she has a bunch of stickers because she does like I can't remember what the exact name is. It's almost like a pen pal situation, but you send other people like stickers and shit. It's kind of neat. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but she does
like
that.
Sticker Club, right? Like,
it's kind of like that, but like they like sometimes they do other stuff too. Like at one point they like all colored like half a page or something like that. And that was kind of neat. I don't know. She finds ways to entertain herself that are fascinating. But every now and then we just get this weird envelope in the mail that's just stickered all over the place, and I'm like, oh, this is for you. Nobody's sending me mail like this.
Right.
Nothing bills for my ass. That's fine. That's what I deserve. Anyway. New with everybody else.
Couple announcements
okay.
For the show. One, for patrons, we do have a winner for the next episode of the Suffer Select. It was tied up for quite a bit of time, but they came through in the end. So next time we will be playing the Talos Principle, Justin.
Okay. Fair enough.
So looking forward to that. Thankfully, both of these games that were in this in this particular poll were on
Yeah.
a huge discount for the Steam Summer Sale, because they're two of the more expensive games on the list right now. So we both picked both of them up.
Yep.
Things that lose the polls don't get removed from the list. They
Right.
just
Yeah.
they're eligible to be voted on again. So eventually we'll get around to it.
Now we have Thimbleweed Park or whatever the hell that game is.
Yes. And the Talos Principle.
And so, well, yeah, and I mean, now we just have the other one, though,
Right.
just
right.
sitting around.
And then this ended up being a non-starter, but I'll still announce it here because I announced it in the Discord. So my surgery is coming up very soon, and that's also will definitely end up missing at least an episode. I don't have anything really in the that I could conceivably release into the free feed. I might try to throw a Suffer Select
Okay.
in the feed, because I really don't like skipping a week, but
Fair enough.
this might be a thing where we might have to skip more than that anyway.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be a thing where we're just going to have some gaps, unfortunately, for the first time in the history of the stage
reasons.
select.
Yeah.
There's
For
reasons, yeah. But along those lines, as I have mentioned, things are not great financially, and we were talking last episode a lot about the price of video games and stuff like that. And let me just preface this with I know it's bad out there for everybody, and this is just a thing that I thought of.
Mm.
It's not a thing to feel any pressure or obligation for, but I started a Throne, which is a way to support creators with you put up a wish list on there,
okay.
and you don't have to be a member. You don't have to join the website in order to buy
okay.
stuff. You just go in, and they have their own checkout procedure, and you choose your payment method.
Okay.
And then it keeps all of the creators' information on their end. So it's
Neat.
just you pick the thing off the wish list, and then Throne actually sends it to the creator, right?
Okay. All right.
And so I just put a couple games for, and this is stuff that would be basically show stuff, right? It'd be just some of the games that I want to talk about on the show and stuff like that. I'd also put a Uber Eats gift card if you wanted to buy me lunch or something like that.
Sure.
But someone was very nice enough to purchase an Uber Eats gift card for me, and then I got a notification that I needed to finish my verification for my identification. I was like, okay. And then when I went to go do that, I realized that my driver's license is expired. So that's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
That I don't know if I have time to really deal with right now.
How long has it been expired for? Out of curiosity, if you don't mind my asking, I'm sorry.
I think last year it was. I think it expired last year.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I don't think I ever got any notification.
No, they don't notify you of that stuff. How does car registration work in your neck of the woods? Do you register a car for multiple years or something? I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't know, because I bought the car it's actually been a full year now.
Okay.
So conceivably my ID was already expired, but the dealership I think handled the registration on that end, because I was worried. I was looking at my sticker on my windshield, and I was like, I haven't gotten the thing in the mail about my registration. I'm freaking out, and I thought that I lost it. And then I looked, I was like, oh, it's 2027. I guess because it was a new car.
Yeah.
So that's why that hasn't come up yet for me. But I do need to try to get that. I think that I can do it online, but it might be one of those situations where it's been long enough where I do have to go in and take a new picture and everything, which ain't got time for that right now. I got too much stuff going on. But anyway, that's the idea, is just a way, a different way to kind of help out the show or support the show.
Well, now you have this extra motivation though, Julian, of Uber Eats gift card to go do that. So
I do.
Yeah.
But I just don't know, because I don't have the time. Literally, I don't have any time to take away from work available.
No, I get it. Yeah.
That's not, for being out sick, because I found out that FMLA time is actually unpaid leave. So
yes, it is.
I'm looking at 2 weeks of no paycheck, which is the other reason why I, because I'm that's going to be really,
where
really rough.
where I work, you can take like you have FMLA, which is unpaid, and you have a medical leave that you can take, and that pays you. At least it did when I took it, because I got paid while I was out with my eye thing for like a year,
Right?
And that was pretty dope.
But you're union.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. There is a combined like sick leave pool where employees of the agency just donate extra time, and so it's like this big pool of sick time that I might be eligible for, but I don't know exactly how that's gonna work, or if it's gonna be a thing where it's like that comes like after the fact, where it's like,
I don't know.
So yeah, it's not something that I can count on.
Right.
So things are going to be a little rough right now, but I did the throne because I thought that might be an easier way for people. Sure. I know some people they don't want to join Patreon, right? Or they don't want to join Coffee.
I get it.
To donate that way, because I think you have to sign up for the Coffee website.
Really? I didn't know that.
I think
I'm
not sure.
I've never tried to do it, admittedly. Yeah. Huh.
I feel weird begging for stuff, but at the same time, it's like I see other people do it all the time. Like, creators do stuff like this all the time, and it's like, it's definitely a thing where I have done stuff like that when I had the money for other people.
Oh,
so it's a thing that I'm trying to work on, but again, it seems to be a non-starter at this point.
Yeah, you gotta. The only reason my identification is partially up to date, it has the wrong address, but it was because I was buying a house. I was like, well, I'm gonna need this at some point during this. I was shocked at how long I got into that. That's right. Of how long it took before somebody was like, do you have an ID? Like, yeah. I was like, wow, only at the end of the road did I need this. Insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
It is fucking nuts. Nobody at any point was like, we're gonna need like an ID or something. Not at any point. Fucking nuts.
And then I guess, so this is just something that I thought was interesting that I had on the docket before we kind of get into games. So I've been trying to do more stuff with our YouTube channel. I've been trying to record some more just like one-off videos and stuff like that, in addition to the show going up. Oh, and also it's very funny because remember last week how I was all proud of myself about getting chapters to work in the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
And I did, but I somehow stuff messed up when I posted the show originally last week.
Okay.
And I caught it because I always, especially when there's a lot of like heavy editing at the beginning of an episode, I'll listen to the Patreon version and just for quality control. And I was on my way to go to John's house, and I was like, shit, everything is out of alignment for some weird reason, even though I swear that I ran through this stuff before I finished it.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. So I went back home and I like pulled down the Patreon one. I re-uploaded it. I did the same thing for the free feed, but forgot to redo the chapters.
Okay.
So even though I'm gloating about chapters working in that episode, they aren't actually in that episode. They will be going forward.
Ah, got you.
But one of the things that I've, and the YouTube stuff is interesting because it's like, obviously, like our stuff doesn't do like gangbusters, right? Like if we hit like 30 something, I'm really happy.
That's
for
pretty
like
good.
Just a one-off video.
That's good for me.
Yeah, because like, and then like the regular podcast episodes, it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't really count it towards our normal numbers, but YouTube does have this little like AI assisted, like, hey, check out like what your, the performance of this video and get insights or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to see like what YouTube is telling people, right? Because I had like theories. And it turns out that, my theories were pretty much founded. Okay, the video that I posted about basically Double Dragon 3 saving my life and then hoping that video games can save my life again as I make it through this rough time in my life. It's like a 6-minute video. It's very short, right? And the recommendation was like, well, you're taking too long to kind of get to the struggle about your current situation. And it's like, this is where we're at now. Like it's like every time that I check this thing, it's like, you need to be like faster with like this. And it's like, I'm not making a short here, guys. Like this, and
but what if you did?
And then also it's very much like, oh, you really should like give a title that really plays up the hot take that you have in this or whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, God, okay, this is
that's the world we're living in.
So, I'll be going through YouTube and it's like, why is it all of a sudden everybody decided that yellow was the right color for a thumbnail font? I don't know if you've noticed that.
I have not.
Yellow is like a really big color for
a thumbnail font.
Thumbnails.
I'm wondering. I don't know. My YouTube is pretty tame. My algorithm is not exactly like weird or anything. Like, I don't have a lot of the hot take videos going on.
Well, no, but I mean, I watch a lot of video game videos.
Sure.
So
yeah.
those are invariably going to end up attracting. They're going to like recommend to you some of the slop, right, and some of the, because like there's definitely like also a big trend of like, oh, the screenshot for this video game is a game that doesn't exist because this is just like a shitty AI markup of this non-existent beat 'em up or whatever. Right. Basically, the big conclusion that I came to, like after like seeing what YouTube had to say about the performance of my video, was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to keep being my authentic self and putting these out as guerrilla as possible, and that's what's entertaining about videos, right? And like if you're really good at editing and stuff like that, then by all means, but I'm not, and I probably never will be. So it works for Jason Schreier. Like that's all he's been doing. He just has a way bigger audience than we do.
Fair enough.
But I just found it like very interesting and very telling.
Oh yeah.
I know I'm going to be doing the lion's share of the talking this week.
Yeah, you got a lot of video game stuff, and I've been looking for a video game to play, and I am just coming up blank as shit right now. It is. I was talking to Julian before this, where I was just like, I sat there for about an hour today looking through stuff on the store, and I was like, none of this sounds like anything I want to play right now, and I'm really sad about it. And then things I do want to play, I'm kind of like, no, but I should wait for that to go on sale because I'm not 100% sure I'm going to like that. So I don't know. It's a bummer right now.
Well, and even though I'm not in the same boat as far as not finding things that I'm interested in playing, I have been enjoying just lately going and picking up some games that I missed or games that I had already bought and hadn't played yet. So that might be worth checking, like, or it might be time to just like go and look at the weird stuff on Steam and see if something. I got
tons of weird stuff on Steam. My thing was I just wanted something to play on the console out in the living room, but
sure.
Steam seems like that's where the way to go right now. So here we are.
I get it. Justin has been looking Panub, and he's been looking in all the wrong places.
I'm sure that's a fun reference for someone.
Probably not.
Okay, fair enough.
Dennis Robertson probably got that one.
There you go.
That's an Eddie Murphy SNL reference.
Oh, okay.
That goes back.
Okay. Well,
John probably got it.
There you go.
Listeners, let me know if you got it. Don't
do it. Don't tell them.
Put it in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell.
Thank you. That's what YouTube would like us to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, there is something to be said about like there's a lot of stuff that I probably could do to have like to get this show into more people's eyes and stuff like that, but part of it is that I'm lazy, and part of it is like I just don't want to do a lot of that shit, like
that. Trust me, I know exactly what you mean, man.
Yeah. I finished Dave the Diver since last week because I continued to no life it.
Nice.
That game is excellent.
Nice.
If I had played that when it came out, and that was a 2023 game, it definitely would have been on my list, and I think it would have been high on my list. I don't remember what my top 10 was that year.
Yeah.
I know that was the year that Alan Wake came out.
Sure.
But I think it would have probably been in my top 5. I couldn't put it down, and for a hot second, I was thinking about going for the platinum. But it does have a little bit of pacing issues, like kind of right towards the end, I think, where especially with the DLC, where you kind of start to run out of story. And I realized I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I've put almost 30 hours into this game, and I think to get the platinum, I'd have to put another 20 in easy.
Oh.
Because like some of the stuff was like, okay, I can't rank up on my Cooksta account yet because I need a recipe at this level of like taste enjoyment or whatever.
Mhm.
And you have to enhance the recipes, and to do that, you've got to get a shit ton of that type of fish
Mhm.
to like basically, you know, enhance it. And at a certain point, it's like, okay, so I would have to just like go over and over down here and grab like these
Right.
specific fish and then just kind of, grind it out. And I was
Right.
like, I don't know if I necessarily want to do that, but I do really applaud the game for keeping things fresh pretty much throughout the entire story, where they were still introducing new mechanics and new recipes and new story bits. And
Yeah.
dude, at a certain point, the game just fucking turns into Balatro.
Nice.
You end up playing actual Balatro with the sea people.
Why not?
It is a cross promotion thing,
Yeah.
where it's got the music, they turn into jokers when you play them. It's got the same UI, it's got all the same sound effects, and you just play some fucking Balatro.
Why not?
Yeah. And I was like, oh no, this is also getting a certain monkey back on my back that I had gotten off my back.
Yeah. Yeah, Balatra's always fun.
Yes, and it was really cool to see it in there.
That's awesome.
And then like the Dredge stuff popped up, and that's where I think that the pacing is a little off, because
Mhm.
both the Dredge DLC and the Like a Dragon DLC happened very late in the
Right.
story.
Okay.
The thing with the Dredge DLC is basically every, I think, Sunday,
Mhm.
the fog rolls in, and then you can go dredge. Like it literally turns into Dredge, right? You're
Yeah.
piloting the ship in third person mode, like fully polygonal, even though like a lot of the graphics are 2D.
Sure.
And you go to points to dredge to find special items and stuff. But you can also dive, like Dave the Diver does, and then you go hunt for aberrant fish that you can then serve that night, on that night only, to the hooded figures that are going to show up for that special night.
Okay.
But the thing is that they're not the only customers there, so you've got to decide, okay, how much aberrant meals do I want to put on the menu versus regular stuff? Because I don't
Mhm.
want to like turn away a bunch of money from the regular customers. And then the traveling merchant from Dredge will come at the end of the night and buy off the extra fish.
Right.
But because it only happens once a week and you're already so late into the story at that point, I only saw that happen once before I finished the game. But I love the way that it actually blended the Dredge gameplay with the Dave the Diver gameplay, but
Sure.
also rolled it into the narrative of Dave the Diver really well.
Mhm.
And that's also the true with the Like a Dragon stuff, where it actually ties into one like loose threads that I was like, oh, we never really had like a resolution to this plot point. And then sure enough, like that's the thing that gets addressed with when Ichiban shows up. I was like, okay,
Right.
that's actually really cool. And that stuff, it actually turns into a like a 16-bit style beat 'em up.
Mhm.
It's a bad 16-bit style beat 'em up, but I applaud the hell out of them for doing it.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, that game is just very stylish. It's super fun.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't know if I'm going to pick up the new expansion that just came out, which is the Jungle DLC. Apparently that turns it into a turn-based RPG
Oh,
along
God.
with like Animal Crossing type mechanics. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
It's
really,
wild.
Really got to give it up to him.
I'm really impressed with what they've done with this game.
Yeah.
And it has me now very, very excited for that Bunch of the Chef game, because
Right.
I just was not prepared for the amount of humor and gameplay variety and artistry and style
Right.
that is present in Dave the Diver. Big recommend for me.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, people know it's been out for a few years, but I feel like it wasn't talked about in the circles that I follow as heavily as now I think that it deserved to be. Like, I know it got like some award or some nominations at the Game Awards that year,
Yeah.
and one of them I know was like controversial for indie game because they were like, oh well, the publisher is like a big
Oh,
studio's
right.
like, yeah, but but the developer's indie. Like, just, indies can get published by bigger companies. That doesn't change the fact that they're indie. It means that they found a publisher. That used to be the way that everything worked, is that you had a game, and then you hunted around for a publisher and then hoped that they would bite, and then they would publish that game, and then that ended, and you would find another publisher for your next game.
Right.
Unless you were owned by like a bigger company like an EA or a Capcom or a Nintendo.
Right.
Then I proceeded to bounce really hard off of Midnight Suns.
Interesting, yeah.
So, dude, so part of this, I will freely admit, is that I am not in the headspace for it right now. But also, like, on paper, I should be eating this game up with a fucking spoon. The idea of, yo, I'm gonna have this like team of Marvel superheroes, and I'm gonna get to like talk to them and hang out with them, Mass Effect style, in between missions. Like, that should be right up my street.
Yeah.
But I keep coming back to I can't fucking stand the way that these characters are written.
Right.
Like, it's a big problem for me, man. I forget if there wasn't necessarily like a straw that broke the camel's back as far as that went. It was just a lot of the characters just don't feel right to me. Like, they don't feel written the way that I feel that they should be written.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
But the thing that ultimately turned me off of it was I went to go, like, it was a situation, and I don't like this. I don't like the fact that you can only do like one mission a day.
Oh, right, yeah.
So because I was like, oh, I've got like these 4 like side missions open up, and then the main mission. Let me go pick this side mission first, and I did that, and then it was like, oh, now all I can do is hang out. Shit, I don't like that. But yeah. I wish that it was like more. Like, if they want to do it that way, I wish that you had more choice with your time, right? So if you break it out into periods where it's like you can do a mission in the morning, you can do a mission in the afternoon, and then hang out if you want, or you train in the morning and then you do a mission and then you hang out, or like pick and choose like how you want to spend your day.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played it, so I can't remember exactly how all that works, but
yeah, to be fair, you can kind of do everything that you want around the Abbey. It's just that you can only do one mission in a day, but you can kind of do everything else that you kind of want to do. So it's not like you have to choose, I want to train, or I want to unlock this thing at the forge, or I want to talk to this person. You can do all of it. But when you do a mission, that moves time forward, and then you're locked into, okay, who do I want to hang out with this evening?
Right.
But the thing that ultimately made me uninstall it was I was locked out of the next story mission. I had to do, like it said, you need to do at least one more side mission. I was like, okay, I wanted to do that anyway. So I picked a side mission, and I start to do it. And then Venom just shows up, and it's like, oh, you've been ambushed by a villain. And I'm like, oh, because the bosses in this game are like, they're not fucking around.
Yeah, they're pretty hard. Yeah, they can be.
They have a lot of hit points. They get to act twice every turn. Venom in particular has a move where he'll just like he'll just bind one of your heroes.
Yeah.
And so I was in this mission where every turn, I only had one character that could act, because Venom had one character bound, and then there was like a Hydra agent that had a very high stun rate. And so they would stun one of my other heroes. That's the other thing that I really was like disappointed in this game, is that you only have 3 characters in a party for a mission, which seems low to me, especially with the number of dudes on
it's only so much room in the plane. I don't know. I can't remember even how you get there.
Yeah. Well, magic teleports you.
Oh, well, Julian, the magic's just not strong enough to take more than 3 of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
But basically, I got into a situation in this fight where my guys were like on their last legs. Like, I had already had someone die and be revived, and then someone else was like about to die. 2 of them could not act in this turn, and then there were twice as many enemies on the screen as there were when the fight started because so many reinforcements had come in because I couldn't deal with the stuff coming in because I had guys that were locked down at the beginning of every one of my turns. And I was like, I do not have the mental bandwidth to play this right now. And part of it is like the combination of the card building and the strategy is not meshing in, because again, I'm a very dumb person. And this is definitely one of those games where it's like, oh, I'm not smart enough to play this. Like, and maybe I could be if I wasn't so stressed out.
I was going to say, you got a lot going on too. Yeah. There are times like, where, I get it.
Yeah, like this isn't like I'm never going to play this again, but I did mark it as abandoned for the year.
Sure.
And I went ahead and uninstalled it. So like, I'm not coming back to this anytime soon.
I
would like to come back to it someday.
Right.
But not right now. Cause it was like, I think I had maybe taken Venom down by like 20 hit points and the dude's got like over 100. Meanwhile, there's like 5 Hydra dudes that have 60 plus hit points plus another 4 or 5 regular grunt hydras, and I can't do anything.
I remember, I kind of remember that happening, but I don't fully remember that happening. It's very possible that it's something that added later to the getting ambushed thing. I'm pretty sure it did happen though, but it reminds me of XCOM a lot. XCOM has, especially War of the Chosen. War of the Chosen is like constantly on edge because you get there's the Chosen that will just show up randomly, and they are every time a pain in the ass, and you never know when they're going to show up. They just do, and then you're fucked. Before that, it was Alien Hunters, and Alien Hunters was like, hey, here's this just impossible fucking thing that's just going to show up. Not impossible, but like it just feels like bullshit. Like, oh, this guy can just take an extra turn like whenever they want. It's like, oh, okay, guess I'll just go fuck myself then, because at least 2 people are going to die here. And I think that's what it's meant to do, but like it's a DLC and you can turn it off, which is nice because you can just go, no, we're not going to play with Alien Hunters on. That's I'm cool on that. You get some cool stuff, but it's just not worth doing. It's so annoying when they come up.
And I think the situation for me is like, it might have been I picked the wrong party for it, or it might have been that I just don't have like but basically what was coming up is like every time that like my turn would come up, it's like, all right, 2 of my guys are incapacitated right now, and the one that's up literally can't do anything this turn. Like the card that I have, I can't do anything with that. Yeah. And even if I redraw, it's like, whoa, but I've got like a 66% chance of it being a card for one of the people that can't do anything right now. Right. So yeah, it was a really shitty feeling.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
But when I did that, I picked up a couple things on sale, and one of the things that I picked up was actually I got so intrigued by that one little bit of Dredge in Dave the Diver that I bought Dredge.
Oh, nice. How's that been?
Yes. Have you played a little bit of Dredge, right?
I played a little bit of Dredge. Thought it was really neat, but I ultimately didn't get very into it. Lonnie, I think, finished that game and was telling me stuff about it. I think he liked it a lot, but yeah, it was fine what I played of it. I didn't.
Yeah,
like
I remember. I think there was like maybe the spookier, like the horror vibe didn't gel with you at the time. I can't
remember what it was exactly. That didn't really. I may have. As damning as this is going to sound, I may have just kind of found it a bit boring for me, and I just didn't really keep going with it. But yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
It's very similar to Dave the Diver. Not I mean, not at all in gameplay or anything like that, but just in not even vibe. But I think just that, like, it's got a really good, strong loop, right?
Sure.
Really strong, and it's a really strong hook where it's like, yeah, I'm going to go out on this boat and I'm going to go, fish some fish and I'm going to take them back and sell them. And that's a really good loop. Like, there's something very satisfying about, okay, I want to maximize the space that I have on this ship. I want to get as much cargo in here to take back to make some money, to then upgrade the ship. But so if you don't know what Dredge is, it's a third person game where you're just a dude in this like little trawler boat and you're going around in this weird area. It's a bunch of islands that are kind of loosely connected, and a lot of weird people around. Like every civilization, like every like settlement that you go to, everybody's just a little weird in that Darkest Dungeon kind of way, where like the way that they talk to you is a little off, and like they clearly have secrets that they're not interested in telling you. But you're just there to fish and make some money off fishing. But then at night, for because the mayor tells you straight up, he's like, hey, don't stay out too late. Like, it's really dangerous out there at night. You should really come back like when the sun goes down. And you're like, yeah, I mean, I guess, like, because also like your the headlamps that your ship starts with are like very weak, so it's like when you turn them on, it's like, oh, you can't see shit,
right?
But you don't really think anything of it at first until invariably you're going to. It's really smart the way it works, because time only moves when your ship is moving or when you're fishing. So, and also the clock moves really fast. Like, I thought the clock actually the clock doesn't move in Dave the Diver. I did get to a point in Dave the Diver where I felt that like every loop took a little bit too long.
Oh yeah, sure.
And part of that is like, oh, I just want to get as much fish as I can to bring back for the sushi place. Right. So part of that is on me. Just I could have just gone about my quest business and done it in half the time, but I'm like, but why waste the opportunity to get more fish?
Right.
Like, got to get more fish. But here it's like the time goes by really quickly. So you'll very quickly end up in a situation where you're just a little bit far out from the nearest town, and you've lost track of time, and it's now like 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and it's like, oh, well, time to make it back to port so that I can go sell this fish and rest up for the next day. And then a giant rock comes out of literally nowhere that you didn't see, even though you had your headlights on, and you take damage. Or you start to hear stuff out on the water, or like this red cloud starts barreling towards you and you don't know what's going on, or like your headlamps just shut off, and other weird shit. And it's like, okay, what's going on here? And then you start picking up aberrant fish, which are just like weird mutations of existing species of fish. Right. And you start to get like an inkling of like, oh, there's something weird. Like, obviously there's something weird about these fish, but also it's like these fish apparently have some sort of possible like hold on the people around here. And there's an insinuation that there might be some sort of mind control going on, or maybe some sort of like addictive property if you consume them and stuff like that. Weird shit, right? Trying to get to the bottom of it. But that's a very fun and interesting story. And then it's never not creepy when you pick up an aberrant fish, because like the music it distorts in a way when you pick them up, and they also just look weird and stuff like that. I wish that there was more weirdness. So I was out on the open ocean at one point at night, and I saw another boat on the horizon, and I hadn't seen another boat before. Yeah. And I went taking after it, and then it just disappeared, and I was like, oh, that was cool. I want more stuff like that. Or I want to see like more like fucked up creatures, like, because you do see stuff like under the water, and it is unsettling, but I kind of wish there was more of that. And maybe there is as I get deeper into the game. I'm about halfway through it, a little more than halfway. Right. Because there's a guy that's asking you to find these special relics, and that seems to be the core story of the game. I kind of remember that. Yeah. Yeah, and I think he wants 5 total, and I've given him 3. So I'm a good way through the game already.
Yeah, it's not very long. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's really fun, and I like all the upgrades. Like, that stuff is very meaningful, and I like the Tetrising, or if you want to use Resident Evil 4's attaché case as a reference.
That was a pretty cool aspect, yeah.
Really making sure that you can maximize that space and get as much in there as you can. But also, you don't want to spend too much time because you want to make sure that you're delivering the freshest fish, so you're making the most money. That stuff is all really cool. The soundtrack is excellent. I was really impressed with the music. It's really moody, but there's also some really like nice sweeping tracks, and it swells at just the right times. Like, it makes the game oddly relaxing in a way that, even though it is supposed to be like kind of, horror adjacent and whatnot. But yeah, so far, really, really digging Dredge. It's definitely like, just one more. We'll go out one more time, and we'll go load up one more time, and then we'll come back and sell that. And then it's like
on that loop, yeah.
Then it's like, oh well, I actually found like some materials to upgrade, so let me go do that. And well, now I may as well go back out because I saw this other thing while I was out there. So one more, yeah, we'll go out one more time.
There you go,
and so on and so forth. Yeah. And then I've got a couple other things, but before that, Justin. Well, a couple things.
Okay.
We should take a break, and we need to look, Justin. Kara's not working out as the announcer. We need to get John back. We need to see if we can get him on the horn and see if we can convince him to.
We should probably try to do that. Yeah.
We should do that, and then on the way back, we'll thank some patrons and then move on to the rest of the stuff.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Julian, I've been telling you this for a while now, that this whole AI thing that you set up was going to go bad. And here we are with it going bad.
I think she's doing fine overall. She's just not as, she's not a charismatic announcer. So I'm going to keep everything in place.
Okay.
We need John back.
So they didn't even ask your input on that whole decision there?
No. And I mean, we talked to her about that. She understands now, but we do need to get John back. We need to win him back over. So
this is only the beginning.
It'll be fine. But let's get him on a call real quick and let's see. Let's get him back on the show.
All right.
Hey, John. It's Julian at the Stage Select. How you doing there, bud?
Hey, hold on. Let me get this gun barrel out of my mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, John. Listen, really sorry about what happened. Kara wasn't supposed to let you go like that. We've talked to her. She understands that you're integral to the whole vibe of the show and how important you are to hyping the audience up every week.
Am I though? I mean,
John.
If AI is fed by the collective conscious of the entire wealth of human knowledge and they decide I'm not good enough, doesn't that mean I'm not good enough?
No, I mean, look, AI is not infallible, right?
Yeah.
She definitely made a mistake here. You are so electric in the intro every week. You get the audience like cheering and clapping.
Said they don't even know what hands look like.
Yeah.
Don't take it personal.
Yeah.
And I keep telling Julian to get rid of the whole thing, but he won't listen. So here we are.
Right.
Well, she has a lot of value add to the show.
See, this is what I deal with, John. So don't listen to Julian or the AI. Listen to me. I would like you, John, to come back as our announcer, if you don't mind.
Well, I mean, I do too. Obviously.
We have to put the computer in its place. Okay?
Yeah.
Only you can help me do this.
Yeah. Do I still get to say Ed Justin Ham?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Can I say it like Ed Justin Ham? Can I say it like that?
You can say it in more ways you've ever dreamed of, pal.
Julian Titus, and Justin Ham. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can
There you
feel
go.
it. It's
Yeah.
coming back to me. I thought I'd lost it. It was there all along.
That's
Excellent.
right.
All right, so you're back on board?
I'm back, guys.
All right.
I'm back.
All right.
Julian, Titus, and Justin Ham. I'm back.
Oh, thank you. Good.
Excellent.
Good.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of the week off, buddy, and we will see you back bright and early for the next episode, okay?
Oh, I will. Wait. I mean, I will. I will. There we go. I can still do it.
You still got it.
All right. Talk to you later, buddy. Thank you.
The Stage Select is made possible through the support and funding of viewers like you. Here are our wonderful patrons.
All right, great. Now that business is taken care of, why don't we take this moment to thank our lovely patrons, Justin?
Okay.
We appreciate all of our lovely patrons. Oh, God damn it. All of our lovely patrons. But every week we like to thank the executive producer tier, starting with thank patrons.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you for not forgetting lovely thank patrons. We have Xavier of the Parental Controls podcast.
We have the Let's Play Princess of Nerds of Broadcast.
We have Stephen Lobo.
We have Soundtracker. Welcome back, Soundtracker. They just officially came back with new episodes
nice.
this week.
Awesome. We have 60X Self.
We have Raymond Crum.
We have Philip P.K. Becker.
We have Matt Jorgensen, also of the Parental Controls podcast.
We have John Gholson.
We have Exrium.
We have Dr. Delicious.
We have Dennis Robertson.
We have David Portnov.
We have Casey Curran.
We have Bookie.
We have Blaine Thea.
We have Big Baker.
We have Andrew Wilson.
We have Addy XD.
And last but not least, we have A Gamer Looks at 40. Also, proof of life of that podcast. Bill released a quick thing this week. I haven't had a chance to listen to it. I've had this weird issue with my podcatcher where certain episodes will just show as like blocked by publisher and I can't download them, and it's weird. And I think it has to do with Patreon RSS feeds, because I'm a patron. Wait.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah, because I'm a patron of both
idea.
Gamer Looks at 40 and Soundtracker, and those are the shows that I have issues with. So
right.
I might have to just like plug in basically delete and then put in the RSS again to see what's going on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks as always to all of you for supporting the show. It means the world, especially right now.
Right. Absolutely.
So a couple more games for me before we move on. This might be the shortest episode of the season.
It's fine.
Also on sale, I went ahead and picked up The Devil in Me, which is the next Dark Pictures anthology game. I had just recently played House of Ashes.
I have not played this one.
Cool. I was really intrigued by the trailer at the end of House of Ashes, and I was like, oh man,
yeah.
I kind of want to see what that is. And I will say, just right off the bat, huge improvements to the movement of this game compared to House of Ashes.
Okay, yeah.
I don't feel like I'm fighting the game the way that I did with that one.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more traversal here. Like there's actually a lot of, hey, press X to climb over this or crouch under here or shimmy across this. But thankfully, all that stuff works as it should in a regular video game. But if they had tried that in House of Ashes, I think I would have maybe not finished that game.
Yeah.
Because it was already pretty frustrating just moving down a hallway in that game. It felt real bad.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah.
One of the main characters is Jessie Buckley, who was the bride in the movie The Bride. So it was cool, because I was like, I recognize that name, but I didn't recognize like the face at first. And I looked her up, I was like, oh shit, that's awesome. Because like I thought she was incredible in The Bride. But yeah, so the story of this one is that you are a crew working on one of those like true crime TV shows. And you're doing an episode about H.H. Holmes, who apparently is the America's first serial killer.
Yeah.
The game starts off with in the past of H.H. Holmes like killing like a couple characters.
Yes.
I assumed that was a thing for the game, and then color me shocked when I like partway through I was like, is this a real guy? And so I googled it, like, oh shit, this is like real.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Never heard of him. And it's funny, so
no, me neither.
There's a really excellent unlockable documentary about H.H. Holmes in the game that I watched last night.
That is kind of neat.
Yeah, I really appreciated that. And at one point they talk about him being far more notable at the time than Jack the Ripper in England. And I was like,
sure,
that's real funny because I've heard Jack the Ripper's name my whole life. I don't know beans about H.H. Holmes.
Yeah.
Which is wild because when you get into like the shit that he did, I don't know why like he isn't up there. Because like these days it's like it's Ted Bundy, it's John Wayne Gacy, it's
Jeffrey Dahmer,
right? Those are like the trifecta.
Yeah.
Zodiac Killer, right?
Right.
I've never heard H.H. Holmes. I want to say that 60 might have mentioned the name in the Discord purely to ask, hey, has anybody ever heard of H.H. Holmes? And everybody was like, I don't know who that is. And so I'm glad it wasn't just me.
No, yeah.
And I also don't know how I feel about that. I used to listen to a couple like true crime adjacent podcasts. I've never been into like a big true crime thing. Well, I did listen to Rob Otone's podcast that he had for a little bit about the Gilgo Beach murders in New Jersey.
Sure. Yeah.
Which recently got solved, which was kind of cool. I always
interesting. Yeah.
Whenever I hear about that case, I'm like, oh, Rob had a little bit to do with that. I mean, not that he helped, but just the fact that he kind of kept the kept it in people's zeitgeist after like it was a cold case. The stuff that I've listened to is more like supernatural based, but it would deal with real people. And at a certain point, it's like, I don't know how I feel about this being entertainment, especially when you're talking about stuff where like the people, like everybody, not everybody, but like a lot of the people involved are still around. Here, at least, like H.H. Holmes has been gone long enough. All of his victims are long dead. So it's more of a historical curiosity.
Sure.
But I don't know why doing it in video game form makes me feel weirder about it. Like if I was just watching a documentary about H.H. Holmes, I wouldn't think anything of it.
Oh yeah, no.
But there's something about a video game where you're okay. And I got off track about the setup. So this crew is doing an episode about H.H. Holmes.
Yeah.
They get an offer from this very secretive man who says, hey, I actually own this hotel that it's supposed to be a tourist replica of the murder house that H.H. Holmes created. Because what he did is he built this really elaborate hotel, but it was filled with all of these crazy contraptions and murder rooms and like a torture dungeon, basically.
Right.
And it would be a thing where like walls would move and trap people, or like there would be stairways that would lead you to nowhere. So like if you started to panic and tried to escape, you'd end up in a trap, basically. And it was very difficult to escape these places. And obviously like places for him to eavesdrop or peep on people and kind of find the right moment to strike. And then in the basement, he would like flay their bones and clean the skeletons and then sell them as medical skeletons to colleges and stuff.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, just crazy shit. So this guy has this hotel. It's like, oh, it's this fun, kitschy, like you can stay in the murder castle. And it's like, okay. But he apparently also has like a lot of actual H.H. Holmes memorabilia. And so the director, who's also the owner of like this particular production company, is like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, even though we have to do it like this weekend, like it's the only time frame, we're going to go do this. So that's the setup. That's why I was saying, I don't know why this story where there's possibly this like copycat murderer that's emulating H.H. Holmes running around here, but I don't know. There's something about it that made me feel a certain way that I can't necessarily put my finger on.
Right. Okay.
But I thought it was worth noting.
Okay.
The game has some nice improvements over the last couple Dark Pictures games that I've played, in the sense that like all of the characters have specialized gear that allows them to do certain things. Because so like the photographer, he has his digital camera. He can use that to take pictures of things, like kind of see things through the lens. But he also has his light meter, which you can use to kind of illuminate things. And he also has his little monopod that you would usually use to like to do like a selfie cam thing. But he can also use it to kind of just grab things that are out of reach. Right.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
The director has these very fancy embossed business cards that he can use to jimmy certain locks.
Okay, why not?
Yeah. I think he also has a cigarette lighter because he smokes, so he can illuminate
Sounds
that
very
way.
Maniac Mansion to me. I don't know why.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. The sound girl, she has like this directional mic that you can use to kind of like zero in on things, right? So they do neat things with that.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not that far. I'm about 3 hours in. I mean, well, you know, so for one of these games, I'm about a third of the way through.
Sure.
So not much more to report yet, but I am enjoying it. I think it's an interesting story. I think so far I'm still digging House of Ashes a little bit more.
Fair enough.
I think mainly because that one like this one, at least so far, there's like no hint of anything even possibly being supernatural. This seems like a more cut and dry.
Sure, yeah.
This is just like a serial killer type thing.
Right.
Where the other games, it's been like, okay, is there something supernatural going on here, or is there something else happening? And this one, there doesn't seem, at least at this juncture, to be as much mystery involved, other than like, okay, who's doing the shit, right?
You're right, yeah.
But like maneuvering through the area has been pretty creepy, because it's like there was a part where I was like, wait, I came back this way, right? But now it's different. And I did a double take. I was like, wait, did I come back this way? And then sure enough, like, yeah, I had been that way, but now one of the walls had moved. So there was a different way forward. And it had me very confused and disoriented in the way that I think that situation would be. And I was like, okay, good on you, Supermassive. That's pretty neat. But I do have to say this actually actively pissed me off. So
okay, perfect.
I played Man of Medan and Little Hope on the Xbox.
Okay.
I played House of Ashes on the PlayStation. So when I started House of Ashes and the curator started, he was like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm so-and-so. I'm the curator or whatever." So when I load up the devil in me, he's like, "Oh, nice to see a familiar face." And then he's like, "Nobody survived the last time around. I'm wondering if you were even trying." And I'm like, I fucking saved everybody. What the fuck are you talking about, man? And that really kind of like soured me like right off the bat, because like, I'm such a slut for save data carrying over. Games like going back to Suikoden, right?
Right, yeah.
So, to say nothing of the Mass Effect series, which I think is the gold standard.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
And anytime that I see it done, I get so jazzed. But when it's done badly, it bums me out.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like when I played Suikoden 2, because I hadn't gotten all 108 stars, like not everything carried over.
Okay,
and really what it glitched. So I actually named my character in Suikoden 1 my name, which I never do in RPGs.
Sure.
And if you remember, like the character's last name is McDole.
Yeah.
So in Suikoden 2, his name was Jikdol.
Why not?
Like it only carried the J across, and I was like,
well, it's an alias.
Yeah, I was like, well,
yeah.
They tried. I see what they did there. But that's it for me for regular video games. But I do have an adult game to talk about.
And
so
I'm fascinated by this one.
Yes. So this is your moment if you are not interested in hearing about the porno games, to look at the hopefully the chapter skip will work. But if you're a patron, I don't know how to get chapters to work on Patreon. So just look at the timestamps in the show notes and you can skip to the next time code and you'll be good. But I did finally, finally finish the Genesis Order.
That sounds right.
That game is so goddamn long.
They all kind of are.
This one is egregious. This one was like 40 hours.
See my playtime on it. I'm kind of curious now.
Now, to be fair, there were some times when I had it like open for a while, but not that long. Like maybe shave off like 2 hours.
Oh, let me see.
Well, maybe 5. There might have been one time when I left it on for a while on accident.
The Genesis Order. Mine was 38.1 hours. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds probably closer to what it should have been if I hadn't left it running sometimes.
Right.
That's a really interesting game.
Yeah.
I will say that story-wise, it started to give me the juice that I was missing towards the end.
Sure.
Where some of the silly kung fu fighting started. It gets really wild towards the end because there's like 2 characters that are supernatural that are just like body hopping. And when they do,
I do remember that.
Yeah, and when they do, they take on the features of the body they hopped into, but they still have their predominant features.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a really good naked sex fight where it's like these 2 supernatural creatures that are fighting.
Yes, I remember that now.
And one of them is trying to get power in this fight by grabbing some of the other characters and taking their clothes off and doing a sex to them, like in the air. But then the other one will do a matrix sex to them where they grab the other person and like protect and bring them back down to the ground.
Yeah.
And it's the stupidest shit. And it was like highly entertaining.
It is pretty. Yeah. That's about right. Yeah.
That stuff was really good. I like the way that it ties into the first game, because I know you didn't play the first game, but
I did not.
There's some good stuff. And I mean, it actually ties, because like basically the evil entity that you're fighting, well that you're fighting at the end, because they're not in the whole of the Genesis Order. You think you're fighting someone else, but it does a switcheroo. But ultimately the big bad of the Genesis Order, who is they talk about them a lot in Treasure of Nadia, but they first show up in Lust Epidemic.
Sure, yeah.
So it was nice to have that tie back. I actually wish there was a little bit more of that. Like I wish there was more, because there aren't any characters from Lust Epidemic that show up in this game. But I did see there's a little teaser for Symphony of the Serpent that has one of the characters from the first game.
Okay.
In there. So that's cool to see.
There you go.
But I have to echo a lot of my complaints from the last time that I talked about the game. At a certain point, it just gets obnoxious with its logic, where I'm talking about chicken with a pulley in the middle level of there's no way that I in a million years would have thought to do this order of things in this scenario.
That sounds right.
Without like the in-game hint system. It's like there was a thing where it was like the last time that I played it where, hey, there's this thing hidden in a wall, but in order to get to it, you need to go into a wall from the adjacent room. And it's like, who's gonna think of that?
Yeah.
Like just a lot.
Nobody. That's why they put that hint system in there.
You have to.
Yeah, basically.
And even then, I don't think the game is possible without a walkthrough.
No, really, it's not. And that's like the big problem with, I even think a lot, like almost all their games, is like, okay, if you're going to have this elaborate hint system and do all this stuff, why not just simplify it? Like, just like you're trying too hard at that point. Like, nobody, like you're almost too 90s point and click at this point. Like, it's weird. Especially toward like really
in the
unnecessary.
In the back third of this game, the amount of backtracking that it starts to make you do is even worse than Treasure of Nadia.
I kind of do remember that. Yeah.
Like right up at the big climax where it's like, not only does there not seem to be any reason for me to leave this area, it seems like I should not be able to leave this area right now. But it turns out, no, the solution to move forward is to actually move backward right now. You have to completely exit this location and go to another location. And it's like, why?
Yeah, I kind of recall that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. And there's a lot of things where it's like, you really could have just had a character show up with the thing that we need right now. It would have been fine.
Yeah. No. Go do it.
Yeah.
It's pretty annoying.
It is. But the story is interesting.
That is, see, that's what I'm there for, is just like, okay, how ridiculous. Like when you mentioned the like wild sex bite part, I do remember that. And I was like, okay.
You're never going to forget that.
This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here.
Yes.
Like, yeah, like their game design is like abysmal sometimes. But that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Is this shit.
Well,
because I gotta know.
I'm here for like the really dumb shit like that, but I also find like the overarching story to be interesting, right?
It's
like,
not bad. It's not the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
No.
Like it started with this weird love serum that then it's like now it's the war between heaven and hell, and there's demons and angels and succubi, and that stuff's really cool. But at the same time, it's like, okay, wait, is the love potion actually, does it stem from the demons? Like, is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
And it's also a thing where it's like, who's actually the bad guys? Is it the demons or is it the angels, right? Like, there's some cool ambiguity there, like, by the end of the game. That stuff is all really cool. And when I got to the end, I was like, man, so the other thing, right? And I have to reiterate my previous complaint, about the sex scenes, right? Is that they suck, and there's too many of them. They're badly written, and at a certain point, like,
which I think is hilarious, but
right. Well, I think, but it's also really repetitive, right? So
it is. It very much is. There's a point where I personally got to the part where I'm like, okay, yeah, and just started clicking through a lot of it because you're like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
And NLT's games have the option to turn the sex scenes off so that you can do streamer mode.
Right.
And I was like,
okay, why not?
I might just go ahead and do that for Symphony of the Serpent. But herein lies the issue. There's a lot of storytelling that happens during the sex scenes.
There's a lot of that, and like you're gonna miss if there's a wild naked fight in the middle of everything, you miss all that.
Exactly. I would have missed the coolest part of the game.
Yeah. How are you doing that in streamer mode? That seems important.
Yeah. I have to keep coming back to, again, for a game that has so many characters. To this game's credit, I didn't mention it earlier, there is a lot more diversity in the cast this time around.
Sure.
I do appreciate that. I think of the 12 romanceable characters, almost half of them are different ethnicities, so that was nice to see.
I believe so. Yeah.
There's a little bit more variety in the ages as well. Like, there's a few more older characters this time than before. Little bit more variety in the body style. Like, they definitely skew more towards like the big tits and big ass, but there is a little bit more variety than in the last two games.
Sure.
So that's all great. But especially when you're dealing with a love potion that has spiraled into an infectious disease that is spiraling out of control, and demons in the mix that are all about seducing people and causing them to like give in to their carnal desires. The actual sex is so bog standard vanilla, and I really and part of it I do think is like stems from a lot of like just the cowardliness of a lot of like porn game makers, where it's like, no, it's gotta be straight cis hetero sex, unless we're doing some girl stuff, because everybody likes the girl stuff. Am I right?
You always have to remember your audience in this case, though, too.
I know.
And
this is one of the more mainstream in the porn genre, right? Like NLT stuff.
100%.
It's super polished, and they're one of the few companies that can get away with selling their games like at above, the $15 price point, right? Because usually porn games stay around the $10 to $12
10 to 20 maybe. 20 if you're going nuts. Yeah.
And I think
Depends.
these are between 20 and 30. Well earned, right? I mean, their games are very well made. I'm not trying to take
very
anything
much
away
so.
from them. And I understand why they take this route. It is because like they want to reach the widest audience possible. But it's
Yeah.
like there is I can't recall another game that is more more like what I'm trying to think of the word. It is so primed to have like some really good like, you know, bi shit going on, or have like some like trans characters in here, or even if you just want to get like supernatural about it, right? You've got these demon ladies, throw a dick on one or two of them, right? Like
Yeah.
there's too many women and there's only the one dude, and it even just from a visual standpoint, right? Like there you'll get into these scenes where it's like there's 5 women in the scene and the dude, and it's like they're just kind of standing by in the background waiting for their turn for the dick, and it's like there's a lot of dudes in this cast that could probably help you out, or again if there was like some women that go into Fuda mode or something like that. I don't know. I think there should be like some straight up like gay sex in here. I think it would make a lot of sense. Like if everybody is just like getting out of control with their lust and stuff like that, it works thematically for me, and it would be hot. But that's not what this game is. And I was just like, cowards. It's just like it's just kind of, it's unfortunate. But and the last thing that I'll say is that I do still this is my favorite main character of the 3, because like even towards the end there's a part where he's like, now isn't the time for a threesome. I mean, the threesome still happens, but at least he made the attempt.
At least he acknowledges it.
Yeah, like he's very often, especially early on, like kind of the voice of reason, like, no, we don't have time for this, or we shouldn't be doing this. But then eventually his dick, you know, gets the upper hand. But I always chalk that up to like what's going on in the background.
Sure.
Because it becomes very clear later on that like there's certain moments where things are definitely affecting his brain, where it's like, oh, I have to fuck right now. Like I can't do anything else.
Right.
Which again makes sense in context of what's going on in the story.
Sure.
But I would really like Symphony of the Serpent to get weird, and I know it's not going to, and it's probably not. That's a bummer. There's no trailer for it yet on Steam. I was surprised.
Yeah, there's nothing on it on Steam.
Well, it has a page now. I wish listed it today.
Oh, did it actually? Oh.
Yeah, and there is a demo, but I was like, I don't know that I would necessarily want to play a demo of this game, because I don't think that I want to start it twice, because I doubt it's going to carry the progress.
No, they knew what I was looking for.
I might check it out anyway, though, because this is that one that has that isometric perspective, and I'm really curious how that plays.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is different.
Very different. Huh. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it comes this year, but right now it just says coming soon, and there's no release date.
Yeah.
But it must be soon, because they just listed it on Steam recently. So, to me, that you wouldn't do that unless you thought that you were going to be releasing within the next like 6 or 8 months.
Right.
Because that's usually how these porn games go on there.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Yep.
But
oh wow, it's even the war's gonna reignite. Oh man.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Games are fucking wild. Yeah, they still got the same fucking design stuff going on here though.
Yeah.
With at least the rope and stuff and the tar and the plant fibers and the fine sand look a little bit better than what they normally do, I guess. That's something to take away from it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And I kind of looked at the cast, and it also seemed like, oh, there's they're going for some more diversity this time as well. It's not as white as those first 2 games were, which is nice. And then
yeah,
but I think I just saw their portraits, so I don't know like what we're
I'm trying
dealing
to
with, like
I'm trying to see that
physique
now.
wise. Like, and that's another thing, right? Like, let's put a muscle mommy in here. Let's shake it up, man.
Nah, man. No, they ain't doing that.
No. It definitely does feel designed for the least secure male audience that seems to really flock towards porn games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. No, she can't have another guy. Yeah, but you've got like 15. Well, yeah, that's just the way it should be.
That's just how that's just correct. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, it's
Figure it
weird.
But that is it for me for video games. I did watch one movie, but I have been talking my tongue off. So
Nice.
I will kick it over to you for now.
That makes sense. I did watch of the movies.
I figured you did.
Yeah. Let's see. What did I watch? I wrote it all down, and I think I closed the app.
Baby Assassins.
What's that?
Baby Assassins.
It was not that. I did not watch that. I'm about 12 years too late to the party on this movie, but that's fine. I watched the movie Gone Girl.
Oh,
Never seen that movie?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I have not.
Not a bad movie. Very interesting, actually. Pretty good.
Is that the Morgan Freeman movie, or is that the Ben Affleck movie?
Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about this guy. It's Ben Affleck. Spoilers. He I don't know why that made me laugh.
I hear he likes having sex with women in a really uncomfortable place. Like the back of a Volkswagen.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, he comes home and his wife is missing, and so he's like, that's really weird because his coffee table's broken and all this weird stuff. He's like, that's really odd. I don't know what's going on with that. I need to call some people about that. So he calls a police people, and the police people come and they're like, oh, that's pretty weird, huh? And that's crazy. We should probably mark this as a missing persons case. And so they do that. It's a movie that's like, it just slowly escalates. Since you haven't seen it, I will not spoil anything about it.
I know it's like a really well-regarded movie. It's just one I never got around to.
Yeah, it has a very interesting idea behind it. I didn't love everything about it, but I liked it a lot.
Cool.
The ending's pretty fascinating too. About, I don't know, it's good. It has Tyler Perry's in it, weirdly enough, and he plays like this like weird lawyer who's just like really into defending. The core of the movie essentially revolves around like, okay, they really think Ben Affleck murdered his wife.
Sure.
And so it's slowly spiraling towards that.
Always prime suspect.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, obviously there's a lot of like cool reveals and stuff like that in it. It's a good movie. Obviously for those that do know what I'm talking about, I'm really going out of my way to not say much about it. But yeah, good movie. I liked it. Let's see. What else did I see? I'm trying to think of which one I want to talk about next. I'll talk about this one. I watched a movie called Detained. It is a movie starring like one person that some people might have heard of. I don't even know. Abby Cornish. She's in a couple movies. I don't know. Anyway,
this really smacks of direct to DVD from the early aughts.
It really does in every single way possible. But now we don't have that. Now we have straight to streaming, which this movie very much smacks of. Now, the funny part about this movie, so the movie, spoilers, is not super great. It's not. I found it highly entertaining in its own way, though. The acting is pretty not great. Just, put that up front.
Sure.
it's not the worst acting I've ever seen at any point. But it's one of those movies that has like 2 different twists in it. And like each one of them I called like way before it was going to happen. Like I was like, okay, pretty sure this is happening. And then I'd be right. And then like the second one, I like, because the first one comes pretty early. And then the rest of the movie comes after that, because now we're dealing with this thing that happened. And the premise of the movie is, okay, Abby Cornish's character, she's a girl. She wakes up and doesn't know what happened or how she got to there, but like she's in this police interrogation room, and they're asking her. They're basically like, "Yeah, you hit someone with your car. We're pretty sure. Not sure what's up with that, but here's all the evidence. Do you want like a lawyer or anything like that?" And they're, it goes from there. At a certain point, a twist happens, and then they mention all they did, Julian. All they did was mention a name, and I went, "Oh, I know exactly what the fuck you're doing." And it was basically like, okay,
hold on. Was this a thing where you said it while you were on the couch with Kim and then ruined the movie for her, or did you keep it to yourself?
No, I showed restraint this time.
Okay.
When it happened, I stopped and I said, okay, everybody, I have a theory about this movie that I'm not going to tell you because I know it'll ruin the movie for everyone. But if I'm right at when it happens, I will tell you all that I was right. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be like, well, okay, all right, the movie had some different ideas. That's cool. All right, let's go that route. I was right. And when I got there, I was like, yep, nope, called it. And everybody was like, how did you figure it out? It's like, this movie's trying to do The Usual Suspects. It's just The Usual Suspects. Like immediately, and that is kind of a spoiler for the movie. Like, as soon as you figure out what movie they're trying to emulate, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're doing. Got it. Perfect.
Do they actually say Kaiser Sose? Was that the...
No.
Okay.
There's a stand-in Kaiser Sose name. And I was like, oh, come on. Like, really? Come on. And as soon as the name comes up, everybody's like, oh man, that's like a myth. Like, you don't mess with that dude. That's crazy. I'm like, oh, fuck off. I know what you're doing. Stop. This is unbecoming of you, Detained. It wasn't very good, but it was funny. I was entertained by it. I will say that. I was entertained by Detained.
Yeah,
in its own way.
So when I was dating my last girlfriend, there were 2. I mean, she showed me a bunch of movies that I hadn't seen, but there were 2 that really stood out that I had never seen before. One was The Usual Suspects, which I really should watch that again because I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
But the other one was Primal Fear. Have you seen Primal Fear with Richard Gere?
Oh, I don't know if I have. No.
That's a good ass movie.
Let me look it up. Is that the one that has Edward Norton in it?
Yes.
I've seen bits and pieces of that movie. I don't think I've ever actually watched it. We'll have to watch that one of these nights.
Yeah.
Because
I think you'd dig that one.
Yeah. I probably would.
Real quick, because you mentioned at the top of that one about like straight to streaming. Do y'all currently have Netflix active?
We do, I believe, yes.
While you've got it, I highly recommend y'all check out The Hitman's Body. Or, wait. No. Yeah. The Hitman's Bodyguard. And then The Hitman's bodyguard's wife, I think, is the name of the sequel.
The sequel? Okay.
Those were those Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson movies. They're really fun.
Okay.
Like,
right.
I would love them to do a third because like it's kind of open for a third one, and I'm like I'm here for it. Like we watched that when I was in Colorado one time. Yeah. We just on a fluke we watched the first one, then we like rolled immediately into the sequel because we were like, that was fun. Like there's a sequel. Let's watch it right now.
Why not? Yeah. Why not? But yeah, that Detained was a movie. what else did I watch? I watched I watched a really, really bad movie. Way worse than Detained. Nobody needs to watch The Unseen. That is a terrible fucking film. That is the true. I think I was confusing the bad acting part. The acting in Detained is like passable. I would say it's not great, but it's passable. The Unseen's acting is some of the worst fucking acting I've ever seen. That is another like straight to streaming movie.
Okay, I thought I might have seen that one, but I have not.
Oh no, it's bad. It stars the
100% on Rotten Tomatoes, Justin. I think you might be wrong about this.
No, The Unseen. No, it's not that one. I promise you. Because when I looked it up, it was like 23%. Let me look.
Oh, is there more than one? I'm looking at the 2016 film.
Man. No, it's 2023.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I don't even see that.
Yeah, exactly. It's 33% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. Well, maybe you should go watch the 2016 The Unseen, because apparently it's the bomb. I should
have watched that movie. Yeah, that would have been a little bit better, I think. 2023. It has the guy, the kid with cerebral palsy from Breaking Bad is the main character.
Never seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah. He's the main character. He's doing his best. I'm not even like, I understand, like, this is going to sound like super ableist, and I don't mean it to be, because he's actually, they're fine in the movie for, what they have going on. Everybody else around them is the worst actor I have ever seen at all times. Like, the dialogue's terrible. The story's a fucking mess. Like, I was just like, I kept laughing at shit. I was just like, I shouldn't be laughing at this part. Like, it's very serious, and I'm just dying. Because, like, it's so bad. It's not quite like, Ouija A New Beginning bad, which was amazing in how bad it is. Like, it's not that, but, like, it's pretty bad. Nobody needs to watch that movie unless you really want to watch a bad movie, in which case I highly recommend The Unseen from 2023. It's pretty bad, but also Ouija A New Beginning is worse, so you should go watch that first if you haven't. After that, let's see, what else do I got? I got two more. One, because I want to end on a high note. I watched Passenger.
Yeah, okay, I watched Passenger. Yeah, I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, you watched it.
Yeah.
I think very similar to you on that movie. First of all, it is super not my cup of tea horror-wise. It is a lot of jump scare shit in that movie. I didn't really appreciate that super hard. Especially like,
okay, but what about that parking lot scene?
It's very good. No, there's some really good scenes in it. Don't get me wrong. I was getting there.
Sorry,
there's some really good scenes.
Because when that happened, I was like, oh, this might have the sauce.
Yeah. No, like when it's doing its jump scare stuff, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, you're building up to this, you're earning it. I get it. Like that's fine. It's not my particular thing, but it's cool. And Kim really liked the movie overall. Like, she's the horror person, so I think that movie, like, its second half just completely fucking falls off a cliff. It's like,
it tells you way too much. At first when they start diving into like the background of what's happening, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's like enough. Like, that really all they needed to do was that. And like, suddenly she's like, oh right, no, there's this magical random RV lady out there that we need to go find, and I remember exactly where she was going and everything. Let's go track her down. And then they do, and then they're like, okay, look, I like spoilers for this movie, and I'm sorry, like, I'm not gonna spoil everything, obviously. I'm just telling the problems. Like, we need to track down magical RV lady. So we track down magical RV lady, and she's like, oh man, this is really bad, you guys. It's really fucking bad.
Anyway, I can take you there. It's no big deal. Like, it's fine. I can just take you there. Like, well, I mean, it is a big deal. It sucks. I don't really want to do it, but okay, let's do it. And then they die, and then I'm like, okay, so now nobody knows where to go, right? That's the thing. Like, oh, our one, no, they just figure it out. Like, okay, fuck. Like, I don't know. There was so much fucking wrong. Like, they
but they used the symbols, Justin. The code.
Oh, you gotta learn to read the signs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and also just the fact that like the place that they need to go to seems like a place that probably shouldn't exist anymore and likely doesn't exist anymore, but it does because the movie needs an ending.
It does because we need it to end. Yeah. There's a better way to do this movie.
There really is.
There's super a better way. I like immediately I was like, how would I have ended this movie? I'd have like, no, I would have just set this up to keep going. I would have made this like a really cool like folklore story where like the only way to get rid of it is to like pass it on. Like that's the only way you can do it. And it's probably not going to be pretty for you. Like it's like, and then we go into a sequel. Like this movie, like right here, should have been like maybe like 4 or 5 sequels down the line. Maybe if you're going old horror movie, like you don't start learning like real hardcore like Freddy Krueger lore until like the 3rd or 4th movie, and then they were like, okay, we're kind of running out of ideas for this shit. Let's. There's like 1,000 maniacs. I don't know. Like that's what he's the son of.
No, Justin, it's 10,000 maniacs.
10,000. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know how they fit that many fucking people in the prison, but whatever. Yeah, you get it. Then I'd have been like, okay, yeah, we've run out of steam in this franchise. I get it. Yeah, but no, they just really dropped the ball in the second half. Like it's really cool.
All you need in this movie is the wife looking at the lore of like the travel stuff. Yeah, that's the only like explanation stuff that you need. You don't need all of this like detailed lore that the magical RV lady tells you. You could have
left so much of it open, and it's so much creepier and scarier that like people from the theater would have been like driving home at night being like, fuck dude, don't stop for anything. Like this is like creepy. But you ruined it kind of all. Like
I agree.
No, 100.
It's frustrating because there are moments where it's like, oh, this has got some shit.
This could be great. Yeah, this could be really like, but no, they really dropped the ball. When the more it was a movie that the more I thought about, the worse it got to me. Yeah, like, and I really did not care for it. And especially that second half. Yeah, the first half has a lot of potential. Like it's, and God, man, there's parts where the fucking protagonists do some of the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen movie protagonists do. Like even when my mother and Kim are watching the movie and they're both going, why would you do that? Like I'm like, okay, thank God I'm not alone. Right. Like that's the stupidest thing I've. Yeah, no. They moved the bolts under the car. Yeah, let's just go climb under the car with the weird fucking jack that doesn't. Oh, you idiot! You fucking moron. You're in woods. Go get a stick, you fucking dipshit. If he would have done that, and then the thing would have come from that, I'd have been like, that's pretty good. The protagonist had a clear answer to this, and then you fucked with him with his answer. Very good. No, just the most obvious fucking Final Destination shit you can possibly think of is going to happen here. It's so stupid. And then the guy fucking no-sells the injury like he's a bad professional wrestler.
Yeah.
Like at the I got mad about that. I was like, okay, no, it's fine. I can still run on this. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Entire fucking stupid. Yeah, not great. Was not high on the passenger personally. Yeah.
I think I was a little higher on it than you, but same thing. I was like, I like about 80% of that movie, and it really beats at the end for me.
Yeah, it has potential. Don't get me like it really does, but like I just that second half just really soured me on it.
Yeah.
But one movie I fucking loved
Ooh.
I really loved, and I think you're going to be happy that I watched this. I watched The Sheep Detectives.
Fuck yes.
Yes. That is a great movie, man.
Right?
Holy shit. That is a really great movie.
Did you get what I was saying about, like, if it was something that you watched when you were like 8 or 9, it would have just been like one of your childhood movies that just didn't leave you?
Oh yeah, I could definitely see myself watching that multiple times, like had I watched it at a certain age.
Yeah.
When so we watched, we all watched it, and my mom made the comment, was like, I feel like this is like too mature for a kid. And I said, well, on a couple subjects, possibly, but like they had a lot of themes like this in movies I watched growing up.
100%.
And the other thing is, like, it's a movie that, like, all generations, I guess, like, no matter your age, you can find something to enjoy about it. Like, it has a little bit of something for everybody in it. But, like, and even, like, there are mature, like, I love stuff in movies like this where it's like, there's like a mature enough joke to where like an adult will go, haha, that's great. But like a kid's not going to get it, but they're not going to be like, it's not going to make the movie worse for them or anything like that. There's stuff like that. Also, He-Man's in that movie. I didn't even recognize him for the longest time.
I forgot when I watched it to mention that, because I was like, oh, this is a nice preview of the guy that's playing He-Man. And between Sheep Detectives and He-Man, I'm like, I love this dude.
He's really good. Yeah.
And if they ever
really
recast Thor, he's my guy.
There you go. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, he's got the comedy down. He can do the action stuff. Like, he's very charismatic. But here in Sheep Detectives, he's almost kind of like a bumbling Clark Kent type of character.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
Really, man, I haven't teared up in a movie for a while. That one got me pretty good in a couple spots. Like, I was like, man, this is good.
And I agree with you, because I get what your mom was saying, but I do think it's one of those kids movies where they're going to get the core thing, right? Which is, oh, it's the sheep, like they're solving the crime and yay.
Right. Yes.
But then as they get older, right? So you watch that at like 8,
yes.
That's what you see. Then you watch it at 11 and it's like you get a little bit more, and then you're like, wait, there's this thing about inclusivity, right? And
right.
That whole thing. And then you get kind of like you get more about like, okay, why is it bad that, like, why is this guy a bad, like, herder, right?
Right.
Like, all of that stuff. And yeah, I think it's a movie that would grow with a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
As they get older. So Sandlot is one of those movies for me, right? I haven't watched The Sandlot in a good amount of years now, but I bet honestly, if I watch it right now, I'm going to get a much different read on it than I did the last time.
You're not wrong. I haven't seen that movie in years and years. We used to watch it in school a lot.
Yeah. It's one of my all-time favorite kids movies, but like
it's quite good. Yeah.
Probably been about 10 years since I watched it.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a good one. I can see it's funny because like it got to a certain point in that movie and I was like, I know how this is going to end, and I'm going to be like sobbing when it gets there. And I was right. It was great.
The part where, Hugh Jackman like appears to her. Oh man. So good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
it was very good. Very good movie. Highly recommend, even if you aren't a big kids movie fan. Because I went in like, I don't know what I'm going to expect from this movie. I know Julian likes it. Let's see where it goes. And then as I'm watching it, I'm like, no, this is great. And I'm always here for Patrick Stewart doing comedy bits. Like, I love Patrick Stewart doing comedy. It's one of my favorite things.
Yes.
Him and American Dad was always a fucking delight, in my opinion.
Do you ever see Extras, the Ricky Gervais?
No,
thing?
I have not.
So I know Ricky Gervais sucks, but Extras was a pretty funny show, and the one with Patrick Stewart is really funny because he has all these ideas for movies, and it always involves him around a bunch of naked women.
You've seen me in X-Men.
Yeah.
The character I am, Professor Charles Xavier. If you remember, he can control things with the power of his mind, can make people do things and see things. So I thought, what if you can do that for real? I mean, not in a comic book world, but in the real world.
All right.
So in my film, I play a man who controls the world with his mind.
Right. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, for instance, I'm walking along and I see this beautiful girl and I think I'd like to see her naked, and so all her clothes fall off.
All her clothes fall off?
Yes, and she's scrabbling around to get them back on again, but even before she can get her knickers on, I've seen everything. You know, I've seen it all.
Okay. It's a comedy, is it?
No.
And his whole thing is like, oh, they're trying to cover up, but I've seen it already. I've seen it all.
Right. That's pretty great. No, I love Patrick Stewart doing comedy. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's a good movie. Very good movie. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
The Sheep Detectives.
Phoebe, the Let's Play Princess, she DM'd me this week and she was like, Julian, what the fuck? And I was like, what? And she's like, Sheep Detectives is like an all-timer. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
It's quite good. I don't disagree with that take at all.
Yeah. That one I probably need to see about getting a disc for, because that's one that I'm going to want to have.
For those of you out there that have Prime, you can watch it with just a Prime subscription right now. So there you go.
Yeah.
And that's how we watched it, and very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
It was not. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Matthew Matson.
And I'm Matt Matthews.
And we're the owners of Matt and Matt Matt's Materials.
Come to us for all your crafting material needs.
We have fish oil,
Bronze ingots,
maple branches,
little pieces of string,
animal glue. Remember, if you need materials, you need Matt's. Visit Matt and Matt's Materials in the Market District of Limsa Lobinsa.
And that's it for me for movies of this week that I remember. Although I did watch Twisters today with the S. Multiple Twisters are involved.
With the punchable one.
Yeah. He sucks in that movie. I hate him.
Dude, there's something about that guy that just rubs me the wrong way. And Hollywood is all in on him. And I'm like, I'm not having it, Hollywood. I just can't with this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's a movie that you can watch and just kind of turn your brain completely off. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need those kind of movies. You want to see the tornado do some wild shit.
I guess.
This one, there's multiple tornadoes, Julian. There's more than one.
Yeah. I'm not a natural disaster movie guy.
I'm not either. But my mom wanted, I guess Kim wanted to watch a movie that my mom would like, and she was like, I should probably like Twisters. So I was like, okay, yeah, fine. The funny thing that I kept saying was at one point they went to a rodeo because it's in Oklahoma, because there's a lot of tornadoes in Oklahoma. And a tornado breaks out in the middle of this rodeo and everybody's running. And I'm like, it's a tornado. It's bad, but oh well, it's fine. And they're like, it's not fine. This is not going to be okay. I was like, they're people from Oklahoma. Nobody cares about them. It's fine.
All right, we got our title.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And then suddenly the room agreed with me. They're like, yeah, we can't really argue with you on that. And I was like, I know. Also, the soundtrack sucks. It's like fucking new age country. It sucks so fucking bad. I felt like I was in the car with my dad again. It's terrible.
Oh,
God.
yeah, I guess you haven't been exposed to that very much now.
No, it's been fucking awesome, man. It's been so great. It really has.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, there was some new country song that I heard not that long ago, and I was like, oh, this is straight garbage.
Oh, it's quite bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell an artist has completely just, their career is dead when they have gone over to that side.
Yeah,
Like,
I was so
Post
sad
Malone started making.
when Michelle Branch ended up going country, and that was a long time ago. But I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
come on, man, I love you."
Yeah. Post Malone started making country music because his career is pretty much dead. Yeah, you can name a few of them that are just
I'm honestly surprised that country would accept Post Malone with all those tattoos. Like that seems like something that they wouldn't be
Julian.
into.
Oh, Julian. That's fine now. We're okay with that.
Okay.
Society has evolved. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as they're white, it's fine.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. Because what's his face was a bridge too far. Old Town Road.
Oh yeah. Fuck that guy. Yeah.
Little Nas X.
Little Nas X was a bridge too far. Yeah. We can't. Yeah. That's
Now as long as we don't go there again, we're fine.
Yeah. But I mean, the biggest act in country, Julian, is the what's that? A Jelly Roll, and he's got all the tattoos, so it's fine now. That's the in thing to do.
I guess I didn't know he was a country guy. I thought he was like a shitty rock guy.
They play. Oh, he's all over that fucking country station, man.
Okay.
It's god, it's abysmal. Yeah, that guy sucks. Anyway. Twisters was not my cup of tea, but it's a movie you can watch. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen.
Sure.
But yeah. Apparently rated higher critically on Rotten Tomatoes than the original one is. Which I found weird, but
I didn't see the original one either, so I couldn't even.
You're not really missing much. It's not that great either, but like I don't know. It was. I remember it fondly. Like, although there is parts in that movie that are just like really dumb. Like the final tornado, they survived by like tying their belt around a fucking pipe in like this shed or some shit.
Yeah,
it's weird. Weird.
It's like Indiana Jones surviving a nuke in a fridge.
That's kind of what it feels like. Yeah. It's kind of like one of those types of deals. Yeah. Twisters. That's a movie you can watch too. All right. That's it for me.
Well, I also watched the movie that you can watch, Justin.
All right. Perfect.
But I advise against it. I was over at friend of the show, John Gholson's place last weekend. I just really didn't want to be by myself. And I was like, hey man, can we do something? And he was like, yeah, we can, I'll make dinner. And I was like, okay. And then we didn't have a plan or anything. And he was just going through his movie list. And, John is an individual who just acquires a bunch of shit.
Yeah, fair.
And he's also a man who really enjoys inflicting bad movies on people. And we hadn't done that in a while. Like, it's been a long time since John and I sat down to purposefully watch a bad movie.
Okay.
But he put on Tammy and the T-Rex.
Okay.
Now, that is the title that it showed on the box art in his, like, Fandango account or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we start watching the movie. And the title card comes up as Tanny and the Teenage T-Rex.
Okay.
And we were like, oh, so her name is Tanny. And then, no, they call her Tammy in the movie. And John apparently did a little research later. And it's like, the character's name was indeed Tanny, but all the actors called her Tammy because it was a very quick turnaround time on this shoot. And it's like, well, of course, because Tanny isn't a name. And Tammy is, so right, like that's what you would go with. So this movie came out in 1994. It's starring Denise Richards as Tammy and her boyfriend, not boyfriend, played by Paul Walker. It was nice to see him play a football, like a star football player.
Star-studded cast, really. Okay, all right.
It was nice to see him play like a star football player in high school when he was actually high school age, as opposed to the movie he would do 5 years later for Varsity Blues, where he didn't look like a high school person anymore.
Yeah.
So there's this mad scientist who's played by the guy who is Bernie in Weekend at Bernie's.
Okay.
That has built this animatronic T-Rex that's powered by a computer. But he wants it to be powered by a human brain, and I couldn't tell you why. That's what he wants to do. It's like the underpants gnome thing. It's like build an animatronic dinosaur.
Okay.
Put a human brain in it.
Okay.
Blank. Profit.
Yeah.
But it's not even clear that he's trying to make profit. I don't know what his goal is, other than putting a human brain in this animatronic T-Rex.
I love the 90s cartoon villain logic of like, we're just gonna do this thing, but to what end? No, we're gonna do this thing. Shut up.
Oh, and like, he is turning it on. He is
good.
He is Saturday morning cartoon level of cartoon villain.
Right.
It's wild because this is also a very rated R movie.
Okay. Perfect.
And like partway through, John was like, "Who is this for?"
Yeah.
Tammy's sort of boyfriend, because it's like a thing where he's in love with her, but she doesn't want to date him because of her parents being objecting to it. But then, oh no, actually she's in love with him. It's weird. Okay. He gets mauled by a lion. Don't worry about it. And he's in a coma in the hospital when the mad scientist finds out about his case and then makes it look like he died in his bed and takes the body to go pull out the brain and put it into this animatronic T-Rex. And then he's a teenager in the body of an animatronic T-Rex, and he wants revenge on the gang that's run by Tammy's ex-boyfriend, who is the reason why he was mauled by a lion. Again, don't worry about it. And so he proceeds to murder the shit out of all these guys. Again, very rated R, like very graphically violent movie.
Yeah,
a lot of F-bombs, but the concept of a teenager's brain in a T-Rex sounds so PG-13 aimed story.
Oh, dude. Okay, hold on. I need to show. Okay, hold on. Let me find if I can save this image real quick. Because I'm gonna send it to you. Continue with your thing.
Yeah,
this is
so. Yeah, and basically the T-Rex finds Tammy and is able to communicate. Oh, so one thing that you have to know about this movie, right? What is one of the most defining features of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, Justin, in your opinion? One of its most defining physical features.
Little short arms.
Little short arms.
Yeah.
They make a point of having this T-Rex do so many things with its little short arms, including dialing a number on a payphone and caressing Tammy's face with his little arms. And then they do a wide shot where it's like, there's no physical way for that to have that is a long ass link. It must be.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's like a link to an image. Hopefully it works. I don't know if it will.
Is it the one where he's the coolest pet in town?
Yeah.
And she's riding it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This looks like a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Like if you showed me, I'd be like, this is a kid's movie. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. She's going to have a friendly T-Rex that she rides around town on. And like, he's cool, but like, you know.
It's super not that. The only thing it's missing is some gratuitous sex. There's a lot there's a lot of titillation, but not actual nudity.
Okay.
And there's this, the mad scientist has this assistant she's very tall, and she's dressed in, for lack of a better term, she's dressed in the sluttiest gear that they could find for her. And it was a thing where as I'm watching this movie, I'm like, John, she's either fucking the director and she's in on it, and it's like this fun, like, it's kind of their way of getting off, where it's like he's enjoying showing her off, or this director is perving on her in a really creepy way, because like the choice of outfits, there's a lot of focus on her ass and her legs, like her legs are open very suggestively in a lot of shots, and she's always eating things, she's always putting things in her mouth, and I'm like, I really hope it's the former and not the latter, because the latter makes me feel really gross. But if she's in on the gag, more power to you.
It was the 90s. Who knows?
But it was like extremely it's like when you learn that Quentin Tarantino's into feet and then you can't unsee it.
You can't. Oh God, no. Yeah.
Like I never clued in on that until people started talking about it. And then I remember watching Kill Bill and I was like, oh
yeah.
And now
Yeah.
every time that I watch a Tarantino movie, it's like, oh yeah,
There
okay,
it is.
shit.
Yeah, there it is. Perfect.
Man, that's okay.
Right in your face about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, did he have to go back to his trailer immediately after hitting cut? Because
Yeah, it seems that way.
yeah, it's bad, and it's not even
Yeah.
necessarily like so bad. It's good. It's not something that I'd be like, oh, you should check this out because it's so dumb. It doesn't really have any entertainment value. And then John was like, I have seen way more offensive movies, but for some reason, this movie offends me.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, and
Yeah.
so while we were watching it, and look, one of the best things about being friends with John is just his encyclopedic knowledge of film, but also just understanding film and everything. And we're watching this movie, and like halfway through, he's like, this feels like a movie where they had access to an animatronic T-Rex for 2 weeks, and they were like, we can make a movie out of this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now that I can respect. Yeah.
And I get home from John's place and he texts me and he's like, dude, the backstory of the making of this movie is that there was this animatronic T-Rex that was going to be transported from LA to Texas, and they had it for 2 weeks. And the guy who made the movie was like, I can do something with this, but we've got to act fast. And like someone wrote the movie in a day. And I was like, you completely called it. Holy shit.
Wow. Yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Hats off to him. That's really good.
And apparently its other claim to fame is that this is the movie that is available to watch in its entirety in the game High on Life from the creator of Rick and Morty.
Right. Yeah, I do kind of recall that. Yeah.
This is the movie that at the beginning of the game you can just sit and watch the entirety of it on the character's TV.
Right. Yeah.
But don't do that. Please, I'm doing you a solid. Don't. I know you're thinking about it, 60.
Somebody's going to do it.
Don't.
Yeah. Somebody's going to do it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They will. And they're all going to come back. It's like, no, that was great. And it's like, fuck you.
No, I can't say I'm not morbidly curious, but at the same time, oh man, speaking of morbidly curious, I know we're kind of out of stuff, but I have to mention this, and maybe I should have mentioned this. Maybe this is a top of the show bit, but so Kim went out to eat with her mother on Wednesday, and I didn't go. It was just them thing, and she came back home, and she said, "Listen, my mom made us cookies. Don't eat them. I promise, don't eat them." And I was like, "Okay, I won't."
But you kind of want to.
So my mother also heard that, and she was like, and so Kim went to take a bath, and my mom was like, "Listen, Justin, I'm gonna try one of these cookies because I gotta know, right?" And I'm like, "Okay." And she tried it, and she was like, "Okay, she was not wrong. I don't know what kind of cookie this is. And it's bad, but I don't know why it's bad." And I was like, well, now I have to try the fucking cookie. And so I ate a small piece of this cookie too. And at first, it's weird. I came up with a whole marketing strategy for these cookies, like over the course of the day. Cause I was just like, no, I need to get Kim's mother to make like a big version of this cookie. And just like break off pieces. Everybody at the party gets one piece of this cookie, and we all eat it at the same time, just to watch people's reactions. Because it starts out where you're like, okay, that's not that bad. Wait. What is this texture and flavor? And like we kept developing theory, like our biggest thing was like, what was she trying to make here?
Right.
like, I don't know what she was like, because my mom was like, there's a couple things going on here. There's like a chocolate chip thing, but it's also oatmeal, but it's not. And there's molasses in it. I can tell that, but I don't know what it is. And so like we were both like, we couldn't get the taste out of our mouths. Like, it just sticks with you. It's awful, like in a fascinating way. And so I asked Kim, I was like, what kind of cookie is this supposed to be actually? And she was like, no, they're supposed to be chocolate chip cookies. They're bad, aren't they? I told you.
Wow.
I told you both not to eat them. And I was like, but we had to know. Because you said that, we had to know. And man, what a
You finished the
fascinating...
plate, didn't you?
No, we didn't. No,
Oh, okay.
we threw them out the next day. That was enough. We had one, like, now she's like, and Kim got out of the, because I texted her all this while she was taking a bath, right? And she's like, she comes out of the bathroom, she just like yells, I told you both not to eat the cookies. I told you. All right. And I was like, you did, but now I need to know. Every time your mom makes cookies, I need to take a bite of one because I have to know what's wrong with it this time. It's fascinating. The most fascinating cookie I've ever eaten. It's not good. It's
so
interesting.
The weird like combination of stuff that you were saying, I was like, oh, those almost sound like Some Bitches from How I Met Your Mother, but those are actually supposed to be really good. There's a lot of stuff in them, because like, the thing is that Lily is like, there's all sorts of stuff in these Some Bitches, and then the mother's like, I call them Some Bitches.
Yeah. No, that's almost like have you ever heard of like a monster cookie or whatever?
No.
They're called monster cookies. I don't know exactly what's in them, but it's a bunch of shit. Like, it's like
just kind of combine like all the
main
and
cookie
flavors.
They're fine. They're actually like fine. Like, I'm not like super high on them, but a lot of people really think they're great.
I could get down with like, okay, this is an oatmeal chocolate chip with peanut butter dusted with like sugar cookie sprinkles, right? Like,
no, that's not this. That is not this, Julian. It's like the weird black licorice of fucking cookies. Like,
the monster
I don't
cookie
know
is?
how to.
Or
no, this other cookie.
Right. But I'm saying, like, I could understand like if you wanted to try to like just combine all those flavors into one big cookie.
I'm sure Monster Cookie has like. Hold on, let me see what's in a monster cookie. I'm fascinated now.
Like a peanut butter oatmeal with chocolate chips actually sounds kind of bomb. Like,
yeah, it's got M&Ms and shit. I know that.
Oh, right. Yeah,
that's made with oats, peanut butter, M&M candies, and chocolate chips.
There you go.
So
yeah, I'd fuck with that. That sounds awesome.
They're not bad, right? That's a viable combination of things. Yeah. No, this is not that. This is like, I don't know what the fuck it is. It's great. It's not great. Don't eat it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to know. It's the most intriguing fucking cookie on planet Earth.
There's like some coffee in there and some salt for some reason. And
I wouldn't doubt it though. I know, like, my mom like was like, okay, I know there's molasses. There's definitely that because she was pointing out specific flavors. Like, she was like, okay, the aftertaste in your mouth is that. And I was like, well, okay, well, that sucks. Well, we're here now. And yeah, no, man, I gotta know every time now, Julian. So now I'm hoping she makes us more cookies.
It's so interesting. And I wonder if, when it comes to math, right? Like, I can't do algebra, but I was pretty decent at geometry. Sure. Because of the visual aspect to it. And I think that came from drawing. And I wonder if cooking is a similar thing, because when I was in culinary arts, I really gelled with baking, but the other stuff I didn't do as well with. And that remains to this day. And I think it's because
I believe it.
Baking is a science, right? Like,
right.
As long as you measure everything correctly,
right,
and do things in the proper order, and bake it for the proper amount of time, you're probably going to be fine. Where other cooking is a lot more free form. Like I made some stuff recently. I made so I made two dishes. I made
Sure.
a like a cabbage stew in my Instant Pot, and then I also made some curry like some days later, and I was like, I don't need to cut these carrots exactly the way that they say, and also because I had like more carrots than I needed. It's like, and also this curry recipe doesn't call for carrots, but I can just chop up these carrots and throw it in there. It's fine. Like it's not gonna alter anything drastically. And I'm trying to like get into that mindset of like, hey, you can be loosey goosey with this stuff, but you can't do that with baking.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Yeah.
And it sounds like she got loosey goosey with the baking.
I'm pretty sure she did. According to Kim, like at one point in her life, she was actually a good cook and good baker both. Like she was good at both of these things. And now people have learned just accept whatever she gives you and be nice, but throw it away when you get home because it's bad.
Huh.
Do not. Yeah. Like they're not good at cooking anymore, according to her. Like that is just a skill that's gone.
She's the Frank Miller of cuisine.
Basically, yeah. Did you know Frank Miller wrote RoboCop 2 and 3?
John told me that, yes.
Yeah, I learned. Lonnie told me that. He was like, I'm pretty sure Frank Miller wrote, because we were talking, I was telling him I watched RoboCop for the first time, and then he was like, did Frank Miller write that one? I was like, I know he didn't write the first one. It was somebody else. And he was like, he wrote something for RoboCop, and then he looked it up.
Yeah. Because John was telling me that some of the satire is present in RoboCop 2 and 3, but he said Frank Miller just didn't succeed to the level that the first movie does. I was like, okay, that's fair.
The fascinating part is, like, according to the internet, RoboCop 2 is the third draft that Frank Miller wrote of the movie, and RoboCop 3 is like the first or second draft he wrote.
Interesting.
Like they're just different drafts of the same RoboCop movie that he was writing. They just took those and were like, that one's fine too. We'll just write that. We'll just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis mentioned that we should watch the new one. I don't want to do that for Cinemorons, but I think I might actually revisit that movie just to talk about on the show in the next couple weeks, because I watched it when it came out and I remembered thinking it was fine, but I also didn't have the original movie to really compare it to. So I was like, I mean,
head,
for a modern take, it's like, this is how you would make RoboCop look and move in 2014 compared to 1987.
Sure.
It's just that the actor playing him is like one of the lamest actors that I've ever seen. Like every time that I see him in something, I'm like, this dude is boring as shit, man.
Yeah, you'll have that.
He's in like the first Suicide Squad movie. He's Rick Flag in that, but I think he's also the actor in the first season of Altered Carbon.
Joel Kinnaman?
Yeah, man.
Movies and shows. Let's see if I've seen him.
Boring
in
as
anything.
shit, man. He keeps getting work. A lot like Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy, who I also think is just an uncharismatic actor.
Yeah. I like Sons of Anarchy for like a cup of tea and then really fell off hard on it. Like, I mean hard, I fell off of that show.
Yeah, I think I watched like 4 seasons of it and then I just crashed.
Yeah, it was less than that for me. There was like a point where I was like, and then that show should have ended right there. And then they just kept going. And like, even like before that ending, I was like, oh, this is starting to get really stupid and weird all of a sudden. And not a good way.
Yeah.
And then like, then it had like its little like pseudo ending, and then I was like, okay, perfect. And then it's like, no, there's 3 more seasons of this. So like, how is there 3 more?
I think I needed that show to be more Showtime or HBO too. Like I needed to have more like like I needed to have more teeth, but it's an FX show, so it can't.
Yeah.
Like I need some like, F-bombs and boobs in this show to like kind of keep me invested. I've never really seen much of this guy's work, admittedly, so you're not missing anything.
It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like anything I really want to watch.
Yeah.
So there's that. Anyway,
before we get out of here, we do have a handful of CQC or comments, questions, or concerns.
Perfect.
If you have a comment, question, or concern, there are plenty of ways to get at us. You can email us. The email address is thestageselectpod@gmail.com. You can comment on the show post over on Patreon, Spotify, or YouTube, or you can join our Discord, and there is a channel for comments, questions, or concerns. Or if you're mutuals with me, you can DM me the way that the Let's Play Princess did on Blue Sky. And she said, so you told me to message you if weird stuff happened again, and pretty sure it's nothing but ambient electricity in the air. In the newest episode, the big dumb quiz jingle happened, but it was all distorted. Pretty sure it was just a weird thing where two files overlapped or something. No big deal. I don't know what to tell you there, Phoebe. I don't have control over the big dumb quiz theme. That when Spence was around, like, he'd break in with that, but I don't know where Spence has been. He hasn't returned any of my calls or anything like that. So
you've been calling him?
I mean, I was kind of wondering where he was because, he just kind of disappeared after last season and just expected him to show up. But
sure. Yeah.
Establish that. And but so I don't know what that was. It was probably just like some sort of weird interference on your podcatcher. Like, I think that was probably
it.
Yeah. Cause I didn't catch any of that in the edit. So
yeah.
But thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Sounds like your problem, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I do appreciate it. I did ask to let me know if something, if she's heard anything weird again. But yeah, I really do. You might want to switch to a different podcatcher, Phoebe. That might be the thing. Let's see. And now moseying over to their Discord.
Their Discord.
Yes. 60xself has a bunch. First, they posted an image of a tweet with a question that is, would you rather have a lizard that remembers all your passwords or have a raccoon that gives you a cool mystery object once a week?
Raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know why that's a question.
That seems,
If you've got a lizard that remembers all your passwords, that's a serious security breach. Someone just has to grab your lizard. Giggity.
Right.
And then they've got all your passwords.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that aspect, but I was just like, you can just write those down. Like, it's not hard.
I mean, there's that as well. Or you just get a password manager and you just remember the one password.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to go. Technology to solve that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, raccoons are just objectively cooler than lizards.
Yeah, they are cute. They're cool. I mean, well, they have rabies, but you got to watch out for that. But,
Yeah.
Other than that.
Is that one of the cool mystery objects they bring you? Is rabies?
Is rabies, yeah. Now, that is, then maybe not. Well, they did, I don't know, it depends on how cool you find rabies. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Question answered.
Next from 60, Half-Life or Skyrim?
Oh, Skyrim. Yeah, even Julian, yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate Half-Life for its place in video game history.
Sure.
I think once you get away from its place in history, it falls way off. And that's doubly true for Half-Life 2, where I played Half-Life 2 when it came out on the orange box, and I was like, I can see why this was mind-blowing at the time, but all of these physics-based puzzles are just kind of lame now that we're over the fact that you can do physics in a video game. And,
sure, yeah.
And also, I maintain that the storytelling in those games is shit.
It's, yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Ocarina of Time or Halo 2?
For me, Halo 2.
This one's harder for me.
Yeah, I imagine
honestly,
so.
It's neither for me.
Yeah, I mean, I like Halo 2 for what it was.
Yeah, if you twist my arm, it's going to be Halo 2 because I mean, I haven't played much of Halo 2, but what I've played of the Halo series, their campaigns are very well paced and fun, where Ocarina of Time, like, super appreciate it for its place in history.
Agreed.
It was mind-blowing in 1998. Holy shit.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
But I got to that water temple and it conquered me. and I've never gone back. And then I'm selling my Switch 2 this week. I'm taking it to a local game store because I need cash, and like I just don't see myself A, having the time, and B, having the money to support a third, well, I guess technically second console, because I'm not really buying anything on Xbox these days. But
yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
With games skyrocketing, it's like I just can't. It doesn't make any sense to me to have that around when I can still get some good money for it.
Yeah, fair.
But the reason I say that is because the Ocarina of Time remake did interest me, because I was like, that might be the thing that finally gets me to finish that game.
Sure.
But I won't be playing it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Halo 2 for me, because it was a much bigger event in my life personally.
Sure.
Like we that was a big LAN party thing that we did, was gather up everybody's Xboxes, hook them up via very long cords on different floors, even ran them up and down stairs and shit to fucking play to do that, so nobody could screen peek. That was the thing, Julian.
Oh, of course. No, I know.
Yeah, it was
even I know that.
Actually a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Actually a really great time. A lot of fun memories from that. So yeah. And the campaign was good too.
I got to play Halo 1 LAN setup a couple times, and that was fun, even though like I'm not good at those types of games, but it was still a good time.
Yeah. Exactly.
What color do you think tastes the saltiest? Most sour? Most bitter? Spiciest? I don't associate colors with taste. Sorry.
I mean, I guess red would be hot, right?
I guess.
That would be the spiciest. Sour would probably be green, right? That would be my take on it. What are the other ones? I'll give you. I'll
most
give you
bitter.
What I think bitter. Probably like yellow.
Okay. And spicy. Yeah. Oh, you said spiciest. Yeah. Oh, saltiest is the other one.
Saltiest. I mean white, I guess.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, see, I went straight to cum. But yeah, also salt is white.
Yeah.
I've been playing way too many porn games.
Yeah. There you go. You'll have that.
Yeah. San Andreas asks, the Sword Ragnarok or the Esper Ragnarok?
Esper Ragnarok.
Final Fantasy 6.
Oh, okay.
Because in that one, you can choose to have it as an Esper, or you can have it forged into a sword.
Oh. Okay.
I went with the sword, and I've only played all the way through Final Fantasy 6 once. So I have no idea what the Esper Ragnarok does, or what spell it teaches.
I don't know. I'm more of a magic guy, so I'd probably say Esper Ragnarok. Just because, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends. What's the stats on the sword? See, I'd be Googling this shit. I'd be like, okay, what's the correct choice here? This would really haunt me as a youth if I didn't have a way to look up what is the optimal route here.
Well, I mean, when you get the characters high enough level, everything's doing 9,999. So does it really matter?
Well, I know, Julian, but like exactly.
Yeah. The Let's Play Princess says, this is a comment. She says, now that Justin is finished with The Strangers, I would love to hear his thoughts on Wishmaster. Or did he already do those? Phantasm, and most importantly, the Hatchet franchise.
No, I'm not finished with The Strangers. There's a part 3.
Oh, okay.
So we're not. So let's not. And I haven't watched that yet. And I'm sure it's bad. Because that part 2 was not great. Wishmaster, I don't know. I haven't heard any talk about Wishmaster.
I heard Phoebe talk about that whole franchise at length. It sounds dreadful.
Okay. Perfect. What were the other ones?
Phantasm and the Hatchet franchise. I've never even heard of the Hatchet franchise.
The Hatchet? Is it like a Juggalo thing? Is that what, I mean, that would... Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Hatchet. I'm going to guess it's a horror franchise.
I think so.
All right. Let's see. See if I can find it.
Not to be confused
Hatchet
with the
movie
the school book that we both talked about recently.
Yeah, that's what I was. A 4-film slasher franchise created by writer and director Adam Green.
Huh.
Over the top gore, dark humor, and iconic killer Victor Crowley, played by Kane Hodder. All right. Let's see. We're on IMDb now. Hatchet. Just Hatchet. When a group of tourists in a New Orleans haunted swamp tour find themselves stranded in the wilderness, their evening of fun and spooks turns into a horrific nightmare. It's all in a swamp, apparently. That's what it seems like. There's 4 of these. There's Hatchet 1, Hatchet 2, Hatchet 3, and then Victor Crowley from 2017.
Wait,
There
when
you
did the
go.
first one come out?
2006.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that series.
Nor have
Iconic.
I. Iconic,
Yeah.
Julian. Iconic.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, you got
Okay.
some homework.
Yeah, I don't really need to do any homework on that. Yeah, it's probably pretty bad. But you never know. You never know what's going to be free on Prime someday, and I'm just going to go, okay, yeah, I guess we'll do this tonight.
Right.
Yeah, you just never know.
Or what Kim decides to.
Yeah, yeah, buckle up. You never can tell. It's always a fun ride.
And then lastly from the Let's Play Princess, Dear Julian and
Okay.
Justin, number 1, is it safe? Number 2, what is the password?
What?
That's what she asked. Is it safe?
It's what safe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not safe around me.
Okay. What is the password?
Delaware.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a Mega 64 joke from like the beginning of Mega 64.
Sure.
Like the first Mega 64 DVD release, which I still own.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I've still got. I might have gotten rid of those. I should check if I still have my Foamy the Squirrel DVDs. You ever watch Foamy?
No.
The web cartoon?
No. Never
Okay.
watched that.
They were really funny back in the aughts, and then I think the character has gone like increasingly like boomer centrist, where
Oh,
it's
good.
like that type of centrist where it's skewing more towards the right because they're older, and that's the only reason that it's skewing more towards the right.
Yeah.
Very
I love
much
that.
like kids these days type of humor, and it's like,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
Depressing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have that.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, but I think that's a show, Justin.
I think that's a show, Julian. Yeah.
Thanks as always to the wonderful Megan McDuffie for our theme song and interstitial tracks.
Mhm.
Thanks to John Gholson for agreeing to come back as our announcer. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Step in the
Thanks
right
always to you
direction.
for listening. If you enjoy the show and you would like more, consider joining the Patreon. The link is always is in the show notes. We just released RoboCop for Cinemorons. That was a very fun episode. Really fun movie to talk about, having, considering that neither of us had really seen it, like
Yeah.
either at all or as grown-ups. So
Right.
that was cool. And then, as I said at the top of the show, we were going to be doing the Talos Principle soon for the Suffer Select. But yeah, and then I really need to see about John's availability to do some of these retailer therapy interviews while I've got time.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
The surgery sounds like it's pretty not a big thing, but it's surgery. I haven't had surgery
You
since my
never
tonsils
know.
were out at
You
10.
just never know.
So it's
I
like, if the show just disappears,
Yeah.
you know what happened.
Yeah.
Hopefully John would get on the Discord and let people know of my demise.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of the Stage Select. I've been Julian Titus. He's been Justin Ham. We've been the Stage Select. Signing off.
You did great.
Uh-huh.
The Stage Select is copyrighted and owned by Space Monkey Mafia Productions. Specializers in independent podcasting. Please consider sharing the show with your friends, and joining our Patreon or donating to our Ko-fi. Thank you, and good night.